Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and More EU for the Rights of Man, playing as Ethiopia. Okay, new day for me. Happy Tuesday to all of you. So we did decide we want to kill Safala. As I saw from some comments, though, there's another reason to kill Mutapa in the near future, and that is a gold. If we take a look at the economic map mode, we can see here that Mutapa actually has 3 gold mines, Safala has 1. And also, there's a frick ton of ivory in Mutapa as well. Surprisingly wealthy, and I guess that explains why Safala and Mutapa both have a lot of money. That's a lot of gold right there. Now, of course, one downside of getting gold mines is while they do tend to produce a ton of money, you also do tend to get a ton of inflation over time, which you have to pay off using your admin power. Which, you know, is just kind of you're trading monarch points for money, which I rarely do. I usually prefer to trade money for monarch points, but in the case of gold mines, they're probably worth it. So I guess it is another reason to kind of push down south at some point in the near future, just to start funding my large empire a little bit more. The only reason I really would want to conquer Tlemcen and Morocco first is just so I'm able to get more adjacency with Spain and get better institution spread, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of institutions, I have done a little bit of thinking and research as to the remaining institutions in the game that I want to talk about real quick. So we have global trade already going on. We just need money in order to embrace it, but eventually we'll get there, and things are already spreading. Nothing more to really do about global trade. When it comes to manufactories, though, yes, in order to get some better spread rate, you want to have manufactories. Those will increase the spread rate by, I think, 1 per month in every province that has a manufactory in them. So the more we can get of those before, let's see, 1650 I think it will be, the better. Yep, that's 1650. So yeah, by 1650 we want to have a few more manufactories. That'll make it a lot easier to get this institution. And for the Enlightenment, universities will increase the spread rate by, I think, 5 per month. So getting a bunch of universities by 1700 is absolutely going to be a very high priority. I mean, that could be amazing. Just dot some universities in Egypt, Tunis, and the Middle East and Turkey. Holy crap, I'm going to spread really fast in my high development areas. But I could also just kind of pop it in a few different random places throughout the empire, and that'll help the adjacent provinces adopt it a little bit faster as well, just kind of reducing the cost. Stuff like that. I don't know. Things we could consider. Do I want to do that necessarily? Meh. But it's an option. Okay. Trade protection against Russia. Austria don't consider Spain a rival. They've announced the Netherlands as a rival, and vice versa. Okay. Actually, speaking of institutions, I've been interested in reading some of your comments. I finally did do that, and it seems that there's kind of mixed feelings when it comes to the institutions. Some of you guys like them. Most of you guys don't seem to like them that much. I mean, I think it's kind of a cool idea, and some people complains, well, it's kind of sucky that Europe is so powerful and the rest of the world sucks. I mean, it's always been that way, though, guys. Don't forget the Western tech group was a thing, and yes, in the early game, it was about on par with the rest of the world. You know, Eastern tech groups actually could be stronger as far as military is concerned, but over time, it was designed in such a way that the West would become significantly more technologically advanced than the rest of the world, and a big part of that because it's trying to be somewhat historically accurate. I mean, a lot of the institutions that started off in Europe, yeah, it could take a century or two to even reach something like China. So it's sort of historically accurate, and it's always been the way that Europe is more powerful than the rest of the world. Now, however, we have a way to try and force ourselves to stay on par. The player can try to keep up, rather than wait for a Western nation to get nearby, and then Westernize, blah blah blah, it takes forever. We can keep our own special tech group identity, but we can kind of force ourselves to be technologically advanced. I mean, heck, if you play as China, if you're willing to spam the crap out of one easily developed province, right, to force an institution to spread here, you could do that. I mean, it's going to cost a ton of monarch points. Debatably, it's probably worth it. You're going to have to as China, but you could actually have a way of being technologically advanced as China now, as Ming. You couldn't do that before. So there are pros and cons to the system. I actually think it's kind of interesting, and I'm glad that I played as a non-European nation so that I can experience the struggle of it a little bit more, because I think that that's pretty fun. Hey, let's go ahead and start spying on Safala and Mutapa. We'll try to get some claims just to make wars against them a little easier in the future. Definitely want to get the gold mine from Safala. Definitely want to take all their money so that I am able to pay off some of my debts. Now we have some estates that are demanding control of a few places. Let's go ahead and give them something down here. First off, do I care about this fort? Not really, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this, even if it is level 4. I don't want to pay for it. You can has... The nobility can has this one, and the clergy can has this one. Is that enough to shut you up? No, the nobility want more. Alright, you can have this. That'll shut them up nicely. Okay, good. Gotta colonize a couple things down here. It does, by the way, seem that people really want me to colonize Australia, and I agree. I think that would be pretty darn fun to colonize Australia, maybe New Zealand as well. 2 places that I actually really want to go someday in my own life, but yeah, that would be pretty fun, creating our own Australia. We still haven't discovered the New World itself, though, which surprises me a little bit. I guess South America's right here. We're barely off, but... Huh, yeah. All these little islands, too. These are all Terra Incognita? Yeah, we haven't discovered any of those either. I don't know, there's a whole lot of different colonies we could do down here, and I probably will at least make some attempts to colonize Australia in the near future. I do want to continue focusing a bit on Africa, though. Africa is going to be very, very important. Alright, let's move on with the game. Trade dispute against Commonwealth because they are embargoing me. No surprise there. What else to do? Trade protection against Russia. So the rebels still have not fired, the Sunni zealots. Sivasconia, Bozok, and Malatya, which I'm pretty sure are all up here. Yes. Okay, so we have still a fair bit of unrest in Turkey, though surprisingly, it's not terrible. Considering the fact that this was recently conquered territory, and we haven't had any uprisings yet, this is surprisingly manageable. I'm a little disappointed that, you know, I mean, I guess you know what if I got a stability? It's just slightly on the cusp of not being able to go away, but if I bought another stability, would that go away and then I can focus on warfare again? Ooh, maybe. I hate to spend my power on it. I don't even have enough power right now. I need 124, but... Ooh, that would be good, right? Yeah, kind of would. It kind of would. Friends in need. The Atej of our illustrious Negusa Nagast Marie recently brought us a request from her family from France. Apparently, the Queen Consort has had some troublesome scandals lately and has asked us, her most trusted friend, to help in any way. Her letter is filled with compliments on our international reputation and well-mannered representatives, which is hilarious because... Is she malevolent? No, she's tolerant. I'm sorry. The Spanish lady was malevolent. Wow, we have 2 regencies going on right now? We actually do. We have a regency in France and a regency in Spain. Yowzas. Okay. So we could lose some power, and France likes us more. Or we could just upset them. And the event broken promises happen. I don't want that. I do not want to lose my alliance with France. We're going to spend a little power to make sure that that happens. Harvest failure. That sucks. Local goods modifier reduced for a little while. Okay. So, yeah, I think we will get the next stability level. Just so we can put down these rebels. That will save me a ton of manpower, and as a result, it'll save me a ton of money. And I can free up some of these armies to go and fight Mutapa and Sofala, take their money, pay off my debt. There's a lot of good things to like about that, so I probably will. The integration of Oromo. Okay. It seems the waves have finally faltered. The immigrants themselves have also begun to settle down, and while our society has changed in many ways, the violent initial phase of integration of the new people seems to be over. Jimma gains a core on something? Okay, well, the migration's finally over. The heck is Jimma? No? I have no idea what that is. I thought this is the one. Yeah, okay. So this is the one that has the core. Jimma is a new nation, but they did not form. They are not independent. They don't exist. Okay, good to know. So we are trying to convert all these guys back from becoming fetishists, because that's just disgusting. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Oh, our colony has been struck by Roman fever. Okay, we could spend a little power. It sucks to lose Mauritius because that was a mission, and the mission being completed would have made all my other colonies a lot faster. This would be for 5 years? Ouch. How much do you have right now? This is Mauritius, right? Yes. 80 per year? Alright, we can pray for the best. I'm not going to lose the power right now, especially if we are going to try to get this stability, which we will. Done. Level 2 stability. And, good, the Greek separatists are going away, the Sunni are going away, the Hejazi, all of the stuff except for the fetishists are now going away. Excelente. Hey, we have a new thing. We can establish Sunday schools, which will increase our missionary strength. Yeah, no reason not to do that. Good, that'll mean we convert the fetishists a little bit faster. I like that. I like that a lot. We could have waited until the fetishists were done before we got that stability and would have saved me, like, just 4 monarch points or something like that, but I don't know. I think getting rid of these rebels is more of a priority. Okay, we can repay one of our loans. Let's go ahead and do that, and we have to extend the second one, but once I've conquered Sofala, that shouldn't be a problem. I am glad that we were able to pay off at least one of the loans, though. That makes it a little bit easier for us in the future. All right. Still trying to get some more claims against Tlemcen and stuff, just because, you know, we can. Now that we don't need this many armies, let's get at least one of them to go join down here toward Mutapa. It's going to take a long time to get down here, but we're going to go down here instead, get a couple of legions. Sofala still has no allies at all, but they are, however, guaranteed by Mutapa, so we would have to fight Mutapa, and Mutapa is yeah, okay. So yeah, we actually might need a little bit more troops than that. Let's see. Mutapa, military, armies, sort by name. Okay, Mutapa. I keep looking for the flag, and I'm not recognizing it. 27,000 troops for Mutapa, and Sofala has 8,000. Sofala's a pushover. That's no problem. That said, they also have grossly inferior tech. Mutapa has tech level 12 compared to my 17. Sofala actually would be interested in vassalization. I'm not going to offer that to them, but they are interested in that. All right, let's get another legion down here then. Just get a couple more prepared. I don't know. I don't want them to take any unnecessary losses in this war. I think we'll be okay. And I'm glad that these guys are finally going away. Aden, Malatya. This one. Okay, let's get you over here then. We'll try to adjust a few troops around to make sure that these guys are not getting worse. Looks like the Sunni zealots converted to Aden separatists instead. After and Ogaden have been converted. Excelente. You know what? I can actually probably afford to, well, I was going to say I could probably afford to reduce my army maintenance a little bit, but I am still using them to put down some of these guys. Chios, unfortunately, does once again have some separatists, so let's go there. Encroachment of the nobility. It's hard to monitor everyone everywhere all the time, and the borders or boundaries, I can't read today. All right, do we want to let it slide and something becomes under the influence of the nobility, increasing their influence by 10%? Tirana. Where's this? Oh, this is one of the ones that I developed. Or, demand that the land be returned, a chance of the nobles... Okay, so there's a chance that we're going to have a problem here. Well, if that's the case, why don't you guys get over here real quick, since you're already on the way. And I'm not going to let them have that territory. That is mine, thank you very much. Managed to convert some more people, excellent. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop. Changed government, absolute monarchy in France. And they took a special, unique thing for them. New monarch has arisen in Spain. Oh, nope. So, Spain. You has no heir. I have to have more prestige than them, but I could totally claim their throne. I'm actually really close to having more prestige than them, too. Tensions along the Bozok border. Commonwealth get a claim. Well, that sucks. Okay, we should probably go ahead and just hit demand now that the troops are arriving, so we will do that. Demand that the land be returned. And I think they lost some loyalty. Yes, they did. Okay, we can call a diet, and that will increase our loyalty. Let's go ahead and do that. I lose some of the prestige that I might have used to conquer Spain or personal union them, but oh well. Shouldn't be a problem. Now that we don't have these rebels to worry about, let's go ahead and march these armies back down south. Yeah, I'm just going to go for money right now. Money is important. We're still getting some claims against Tlemcen and stuff. Why are we so slow in Sofala? Increases by 0.41 every month? Why is it so slow? Corruption, spy detection. Interesting. They have really, really good spy detection, and they are doing counter-espionage right now. That would explain a lot of it. I may not be able to get any claims against them, which is fine. I mean, I can always just do Holy War. It's kind of annoying, though. Okay, we don't have to worry about Konya. Let's go ahead and send some troops over here. Developments of ironworking. Various advances in the field of ironworking have meant that the iron cannon is now more efficient and reliable than the old bronze cannon. So copper is going to become more... iron is going to become more valuable. Price of iron increases for the rest of the game. Good. I should have a few iron mines, so I think that's actually going to turn out to be a bit more money for me. I think I have more iron than I did copper, so why not? Mutapa. What's your highest development? You don't really have much in the way of development. Alright, we'll fabricate a claim on, I don't know, Lolo, because I like its name. So how's Madagascar doing with development? They're actually not developing as much as some people thought they would. I do remember seeing a comment a while back saying I should definitely get at least some foothold in Madagascar because the AI can often develop up to like 20 developments down here. And maybe they would eventually. Thus far, they definitely have not, though. So, I don't know. I mean, Madagascar is still pretty good. That's better development than the rest of Africa, so we'll want to do it. Could afford the next level of tech. Colonial range, trade range, merchantmen, trade depot. We'll go ahead and pick it up before the cost increases too much more, and now we are ahead of time in tech again. Thank you, institutions finally being done. Monetary benefits expired in Ethiopia. Not too sure what benefits I was getting, but I am sad to see them go. Alright, we have a whole bunch of armies here that we no longer need. Let's go ahead and start transferring them back. Man, this is a very strong, buff young man. Look at him. Why is he barefoot, though? That's racist. He doesn't have to be barefoot. Just because he's from Africa? Have you not noticed that we are as technologically advanced as Europe? More so than most of Europe. We know what shoes are. Uh-oh. Desires of the flesh. While we have successfully managed to keep the truth from the rest of the court, it is only a question of time until it gets out unless we do something. The Nagusa has been discovered that his wife, the French lady, is having an affair. You stupid whore. Sorry, I'm saying that because I'm accustomed to CK2, and in CK2 you get away with saying things like that, and maybe you're not accustomed to that in EU4, so if that's very offensive, I apologize. Why does it look like the city's on fire? Sure looks like it. Not only that, but the other guilty culprit is none other than our advisor, Jacob Wami. The trust we put in him was obviously unfounded. Which advisor is this? You? You shifty little jerk. Alright, well now we know at least. The affair continues, but we try to keep it from the public eye. Bribe the treasurer to leave the court. This is high treason. Gain local unrest in all of central Ethiopia. Without a sufficient explanation. So basically we're trying not to explain this. We cannot have an adulteress. We divorce her and we lose prestige. Is there any reason not to just let it go? I don't know. I don't really know if I see any reason not to just let it happen. On the other hand, she's greedy and she's been stealing money from me. This is an opportunity to let her go. Alright, divorce her. Goodbye, Itej. Do we need to get a new royal marriage with you now? Probably. Let's see. Dynastic actions. We already have royal ties still. Okay, so we divorced her, but apparently we have not broken our royal ties and lost our royal marriage. That's interesting. The Netherlands declined Austria's enforcement of peace. The Netherlands is fighting Münster. The Dutch are actually doing pretty well this game, which makes me happy. I like to see the Dutch do well. Being part Dutch myself. I am primarily of German and Dutch ancestry. Not that that matters in America exactly, but still. Get some base tax, or we can finally get some more prestige back. Turkana. Oops, that's a wrong map mode. Turkana. Right here. Oh, just a worthless little colony. You know what? The prestige is actually pretty helpful to me. Get the prestige. I mean, I'm probably going to get maxed out pretty soon fighting these guys, but whatever. We're going to do it anyway. I got 40 spy network with Tlemcen. Is that enough for another claim? No, we would need 45. I'm not going to get any claims against Sofala. It's just not going to happen in time. Do we just go ahead and declare the war then? I think we should. And I'm going to go ahead and pull off of Sofala because we don't need it. And let us declare a war against them. Holy war. Mutapa actually is not going to join them. Well, that's fun. I actually do plan on attacking Mutapa anyway to take their money at the very least, but for now, let's just make an immediate march. On Sofala, I will take 1,000 troops to Quelimane, or whatever it is. Oh no! Our heir died. Well, we have a new heir. He's 354. Aw, man, that guy was going to be really good with technology and stuff. He was a technologically advanced one. Well, dang. How do we get a new kid? An 11-year-old? Oh, okay, I guess this must have been another of Marie's sons, even though we have no wife. I wasn't sure if that would work or not, but I'm glad that it did. Kara has the printing press. Good for them. Die, Sofala, die! And that's the end of them. Alright, let's back off the troops. We do not... Whoops, actually, hang on. Do you have any siege value? You don't. We could get some maneuver in order to just reduce our corruption, but meh, I don't care that much. Why don't you just back off here? We'll loot for a little bit, and we'll just siege this down and not take any attrition for no good reason. Tlemcen is stealing from me. Feudalism finally has made it into Nkor, or Nkore, or whatever. Nkor. I don't know how you pronounce that crap. Very different dialect. I don't know if you've noticed. Very different dialect from English and any other Latin-based / Saxon-based languages. Alright, fabricate a claim on, I don't care, let's say Hodna. There we go. That's probably all the claims that I really need against Tlemcen, so we're not going to worry about that too much there from here on out, but we do need to do a war against them pretty soon. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I, as always, will see you guys next time.